So, as I have briefed in the previous classes, we were understanding JavaScript. That moment I told you that JavaScript mostly used for web development. So all the web developers, whomever want to develop the website, they must be aware of three languages. One is that HTML, CSS, cascading style sheet, and JavaScript. Okay, these three will be called as part of front-end development. Front-end development. These HTML, CSS, JavaScript, three languages will be called as part of front-end development. So that moment I told you that JavaScript will be inserted. The JavaScript code will be inserted in between HTML code. Okay, within the script tags. So that moment I told you that if you don't have much knowledge over HTML, still you can understand JavaScript, but understanding of HTML, it is a very little bit very easy. So I started to teach the HTML also, because HTML and JavaScript both will be started in parallel, so that you can understand that. Okay, so now let us try HTML. Under this HTML, let us go for introduction. My laptop is somewhat slow, that's why it is taking somewhat time. It is going very slowly. So HTML introduction. First, let us try to understand what is HTML. So it is the standard. HTML stands for hypertext markup language. So it is standard markup language for creating web pages. Okay. So now what is HTML? What do you mean by, if you are not able to see the screen, I am going to increase the screen size, zoom. I am increasing the zoom 175 200, so that you can see the text size, font size well. So HTML stands for hypertext markup language. So HTML is the standard markup language for creating web pages. Okay, standard. So universal standard language. It is standard. It is standardized. Okay, throughout the universe. So HTML describes the structure of a web page. Structure of a So next, HTML consists of a series of elements. All the HTML document, it consists of a lot of elements. Okay, HTML elements tell the browser how to display the content. So these elements, whatever the HTML elements, they will tell the browser. How many browsers we know? Internet Explorer, Microsoft, that is designed by Microsoft, Google Chrome, that is what Microsoft Edge, Firefox, all these are the browsers. So these HTML elements tell the browser how to display the content. So HTML elements label pieces of content such as this is a heading, this is a paragraph, this is a link, etc. Okay, so this is the introduction. So we will try a simple HTML document. We will observe a simple HTML document. A simple HTML document. Simple HTML document. So here the document is what structure is like this. Doc type HTML. It indicates that this is the HTML document. So here this less than and greater than, in between this we need to write. So this is the doc type HTML, means it indicates that this is the HTML document. Understood that? Then after, come here, try see here. Then after HTML. This is the structure, how to write. Then after head, title. Under this title given as page title. This is close. Title started, title forward slash title means title closed. Forward slash head means head is opened here and head closed. Next body. Body started here. Okay, body started here means then after body will be closed. Now header. H1 H1 and forward slash H1 means header is closed. P means page. Sorry, paragraph. P means paragraph. My first paragraph. So this is the structure. Then after finally body will be closed and then HTML will be closed. This is the structure. You need to understand that. So here under these, this is doc type means HTML document. Under this is HTML. Next head, title. Okay, title is started, title closed, head closed, next body started. Under this body section, header is there, paragraph is there, body closed, then HTML. This is the syntax. Now let us try to understand that. So as I told you that this doc type HTML declaration, this is called HTML document declaration. Defines that this document is HTML5 document. So HTML versions, it has some versions. So initially it was then after as it was being developed. So now then after HTML, this HTML element is the root element of an HTML page. This is the root. From here the document, this is the main root element. Then after your sections will be there, head section, body section. Okay, after HTML element, this is the root element of HTML page. Next head section, it contains information, meta information about that page, HTML page. In the head section, it contains information about the HTML page. Next, title. Title element specify a title for that page, HTML page. Okay, these are elements, all title, head, HTML, all are elements. Okay, so this title that is shown in the browser's title bar in the pages tab. Okay, when the browser's title, okay, under title bar, the title of the for the HTML page that will be displayed. Next, body element defines the document's body and is a container for all the visible content. Within the body section means under the element, body element. So this is the body element is the container for all the visible contents. Whatever the contents we will see on the web page, they will be part of, they will be under this body section, body element, such as headings, paragraphs, images, hyperlinks, tables, lists, etc. All these elements, they will be, these are called contents. They will be part of your body element, body section. Next, H1 element defines a large heading. P element defines a paragraph. Okay. So now this is the structure. I hope that you understood that. As per this is the HTML document. It indicates then HTML content, head content, title content, title element, sorry, element, HTML, this is the root element, head element, title element, and the title given here, a title element closed, head element closed, body, under the body element, the body will element will hold the heading and the paragraph details. Then after body element closed, HTML element, root element closed. So this is defined here like this. So body element consists of, it is a container which will contain lot of visible contents which will be displayed. Okay, under the web page, these contents such as headings, paragraphs, images, hyperlinks, tables, lists, etc. So H1 element defines a large heading. Okay, let us try to understand that. So what is an HTML element? First of all, this is a HTML element is defined by a start tag, some content, and an end tag. Okay, HTML element is defined by a start tag, some content, and an end tag. Tag means see. This is tag. Here tag name. Less than and greater than. Within this, whatever this is called a tag. Here tag name is what? HTML. Here content. Next tag close. And end this is called end tag. Understood that? The HTML element defined by a start tag, some content, and see here. This is the HTML tag. This is the HTML start tag. So this is the HTML end tag. So within this content is there. HTML. So HTML element is defined by a start tag means less than and greater than. Within this some content, here some content is in between the start tag and end tag. Okay, here content will be there and tag name. Okay, tag name is HTML close. HTML element is everything from the start tag to the end tag. Some start tag, this element is from all, this is called HTML element. See, from here, from here, from here, this is the end tag. So from start tag, where is the start tag? From this is the start tag. From here to end of the HTML end tag, whatever content is there, all will be part of your HTML element. Will be called HTML element. Okay, the HTML element is everything from the start tag to the end tag. So here my first heading, this is what H1 tag, header tag. So this is the end tag, header end tag. So paragraph start tag, paragraph end tag. This will be, this is part of your HTML element. Okay, header and paragraph, start tag. So this is the syntax how to write the start tag, starting tag for this header. My first head element content, my first heading and end tag. This is paragraph start tag, my first content, my first paragraph, whatever you change, whatever you want to write. End tag, this is called BR. This is the start tag. Content means whenever there is no any content, none, that moment we write this is okay. Content end tag is no need to write. You need to write only start tag, no need to write the end tag. So content is none. There is no any content to indicate that, we will use the BR tag. Okay, start tag. Some HTML elements have no content. So that moment we will indicate that there is no any content. So we will use the BR element with the start BR tag. These elements are called empty elements. If you write the start tag BR, so they are called empty elements. Empty elements do not have an end tag. Empty elements do not have an end tag. Empty elements don't have any end tag. Only start tag will be there. So now Web browser, so many web browsers. We know that the purpose of a web browser is what? Chrome, Edge, Firefox. So what is the purpose of browser is to read HTML documents and display them correctly. So browsers will be able to read the HTML documents and their content will be displayed correctly. Okay, that content will be part of your HTML start tag and end tag. Okay, so a browser doesn't display the HTML tags but uses them to determine how to display the document. So the tags will not be displayed. Browser never display the HTML tags, but these tags will be used to determine how to display the document properly. Okay, this is the HTML page structure. Below is a visualization of HTML page structure. Is the HTML start tag, and then head tag, then title tag, end title tag. We hear title and head tag, end tag, body start tag. Under the body, header is there, head tag, head start tag, end tag, and this is the name of the header, page tag, and start tag, end tag. This is another paragraph, body tag closed, HTML end tag. So the content inside the body section will be displayed in a browser. So whatever the content inside of a head, whatever the content inside of the body that will be displayed, body section that will be displayed in a browser. The content inside the title element will be shown in the browser's title bar. Browser's title bar or in the pages tab. Okay. Now HTML history. Let us try to understand what is the history of the HTML when it is started. Okay. So early days of the World West. Initially, internet was called as WWW, World Wide Web. So in those days, early days, when our internet started, that time it was called as World Wide Web. There have been many versions of HTML. So year 1989, HTML was started. So Tim Berners-Lee invented www. Now that was ఈ ఫోటోలు తీయకూడదు. So 1991, Tim Berners-Lee invented HTML. So initially, WW World Wide Web was invented. So 1991, Tim Berners-Lee invented HTML. 1993, so Dave Raggett drafted HTML plus. Next, HTML 2.0, 1995 version. HTML 3.2, 1997. Let us see in HTML5 when it was HTML5. XHT hyper extensive hypertext markup line 1.0 in 2008. So HTML5 started in 2008 and it was improved in 2012. HTML5 for W3C recommendations. So these are somewhat versions of. So this tutorial follows the latest HTML5 standard. So let us see. So now for the next class, HTML. So somewhat I have given the syntax of sections of the, I have briefed the sections of the HTML document. Under the HTML document, HTML, the HTML start tag, end tag, the total content will be part of HTML start tag and HTML end tag. Okay. So we have a simple text editor to learn the HTML. That is what your notepad or text edit. We can use the notepad to write the code. After that, if we store it, save it as a .html. So then, so let us see, web pages can be created and modified by using professional HTML editors. So web pages can be created and modified by using professional HTML editors are there. This is web editor. Otherwise, some HTML editors are there. However, if you want to learn HTML, we recommend a simple text editor, that is what? Notepad, PC. Okay. So now let us see. So using a text editor, that is what, simple text editor, Notepad. So let us see how to create your first web page with Notepad. Okay, text edit, that is for Mac OS. So let us see, open Notepad. So first we need to go for here, click on Notepad, type here. This is Notepad plus. So then whenever your Notepad is open, within the Notepad, we need to write this code or copy this code. You simply you write the syntax, otherwise copy the following HTML code into Notepad. Then after, what you need to do, so this is the Notepad open here. If your code, if you have typed, otherwise you copy the code and paste here. Then after, what you need to do, you need to save that, save the code, save the file on your computer, select file, save as Notepad menu. Now you need to save as file name as whatever your file name, .html. Extension must be .html and encoding to be must be UTF-8. Okay, the preferred encoding for HTML files. This is the UTF-8 is the preferred encoding for HTML files. Like this, you need to do like this, file name .html and save as type. Okay, encoding, that is UTF-8. So you can use .html or .html as file extension. Doesn't mean .html or .html. Okay, as file, there is no difference. It is up to you. Okay. Now view the HTML page in your browser. Open the saved HTML file in your favorite browser. Double click on the file or right click and choose open with. Result will look much like this. So your page will be displayed like this. Understood that? And we can also use online editor. So web editor, this is W3 Schools online editor. By this also we can do, right? You let us see, with our free online editor, means this W3 Schools website, they are providing this online web editor. So you can edit the HTML code and view the result in your browser. We can edit the code here and we can, so this web editor is the perfect tool So if you want to test the code fast, it also has color coding and the ability to save, okay, and share code with others. So this is the code. This is the HTML page. So now you here, if you run this code, the page title will be displayed as page title. If you want to change here, if you run this code, see. So here see the page title. Where is this page title? It is to be shown under your browser. So where is the heading? This is the heading. This is heading. If you want to change your heading, you can change. This is the heading. So you write here the heading. You can change here. This is this is right. We have written for the paragraph. This is the right. For the paragraph, if you whatever you write here, okay, simply you write paragraph. So now if you run this code, you will see this is whatever. This is the heading and paragraph. For the paragraph, you have written the paragraph name. So here what we are doing, we are editing our code under the web editor. So this web editor provided by W3 schools. This is a online web editor. Here you can write the code, you can edit the code, and you can check the code very fastly. Understand? That is the way, one way. Okay, now try to understand this. So if you want to create your own website, you save your code in online. So by website builder, it is free and called W3 schools spaces. By okay, you can check. So come next. So now basic examples, we will try to understand the basic examples. In this chapter, we will show some basic HTML examples. So here, HTML documents, as I told you that HTML document, they must be started with the document type declaration. This is document declaration. So, okay, all HTML documents, they must be started by with a document type declaration. Then after this HTML, so hello, sir, Chapan sir, hello, sir, Chapan sir, Chapan, hello, ఒక నిమిషం हेलो करके उनको पढ़ाना है उसमें प्रोग्रामिंग वगैरह सिखाना है उनको पाइथन जावा वगैरह सिखाना है बोल के मैंने बनाया उसको मैं